All right, guys. So this is JanTheMan. Oh my God, how are you messed up? It's all right, guys. This is JanTheMan Podcast, episode 4 with Supremerixx, aka
What's
Conrad.
up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, man? So I know we known each other for a while. So
Yeah,
like I
few
remember,
few years.
yeah, I've caught that CDG shirt. I was like the first thing we ever like did.
Yeah, yeah. The box logo.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember when like the shoulder bags were like popping back then. They were like, "Yo, I got a shoulder bag." I was like, I'm good. I'll just take some cash."
yeah,
But
yeah. But
all right, man. Well, tell us about yourself. Like, what do you do?
okay, so like Jan said, my name's Conrad. I'm a TAMU graduate. Graduated with a bachelor's degree in biology, and currently, well, what we're gonna talk about is my side hustle, which is flipping shoes and like accessories, Supreme, Jordans, Yeezy, stuff like that. So yeah, just a little side hustle.
Yeah, man. So tell us like how'd you start?
So basically, I always wanted a pair of Yeezys, like way back in like 2015, 2016, like the V1s. Always wanted a pair of Yeezys. They were always impossible to get. People were selling them for like $1,000, $2,000 at that point. And I never kept up with releases. I never knew where they were gonna drop, how they were gonna drop, etc. So I was like, I want to buy myself a pair of shoes. So basically, I started flipping chips in high school, tostitos. Yeah, I would get them from Mexico. It was a box of 50 bags of chips. I would pay $25, sell them at $1 each. So I double my investment basically. I would do that, sell about 70, 80 bags a day. So it started adding up eventually. And from chips, it led to a shirt. A shirt, it led to two shirts, a pair of shoes, and so on, so on. So now, yeah, I just kept going, and I've been flipping shoes for about 3 years now, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So like, I know I. So from my perspective, I did the same thing in high school. Like, I didn't sell shoes, but not like I didn't sell shoes because I didn't know how either. Like I sold like Supreme like accessories and stuff like that, just
Yeah.
like super small stuff. Like I started with my photography.
Keychains and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember like I was like that Supreme accessory guy. Like I never got into like the whole like shoe market and stuff. Like if I had
Yeah.
Supreme, I had like the keychains, I had like the pins, I had that one keychain. It was like the cactus, like it was like the live cactus in there. But I lost it, bro. And I
It's like
remember, I still have this from high school. This used to be my old camera bag.
a little keychain with the cactus inside. I still
Oh,
have it.
I lost mine. Mine used to be hanging from this bag, but used to be my old camera bag. Because on the
Yeah.
Supreme website it says shoulder bag, but in the Lacoste website it said camera bag. So
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm like, all right, bet. And I freaking love like the embossment on it. So clean, bro. It's like my favorite shoulder bag. I still have it to this day. I think this was like what, like spring, summer 17 or 18? Forgot.
Probably. Yeah, for I mean, I'm just gonna give a little quick explanation for the people that don't know and like why we're hyping up little keychains. It's basically they release and it's a one-time release. It won't release again. And basically the way it works is like the keychain, I believe it came out to like $5, $6.
Yeah, I got
And yeah, it came out for like $5, $6 at the time. People were selling it for 20, and I mean that's a keychain, so you can kind of tell how it works. Shoes, it's the same way. They release at $160, but if you try going to the mall, you won't. For example, if you want these, you won't be able to walk into any mall and buy them. They release for like 180, 190, and they're doing like 300, 400 for some shoes up to like the thousands. That's why it's a whole like different like world, I guess you can say, like for streetwear and accessories and stuff, like just collectors in general. Just
yeah.
a little background onto like for the people that don't know why like shoes and bags and stuff resell.
Yeah, so that was gonna be my next question. Like,
Oh, okay, okay.
what is like the sneaker and hype culture? Like you pretty much explained like some of it, but like, can you go like more into it?
Basically, social media has a lot to play into it. Let's say you see your favorite rappers, your favorite artists, like even gamers now, like the gaming community and the streetwear community has collided now. Basically, it's like very limited clothing that have a really big demand. So basically, you can't really go into, like I said earlier, you can't really go into a regular mall and try to find, let's say, a Travis Scott shirt because he does like the release is very limited. They sell out. People that missed out have to pay a premium on top to be able to get it.
Yeah. So I know like recently I just came back from Arizona and I got some like shoes. Like I know right now what's trending is the dunks, man. Like I saw you got like you had some even before they were trending. Yeah, like
Halloween dunks. One of them says trick, the other one says treat. This retailed at, look, you can see the box here. It retailed at $90, and these came out, I believe, a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. Right now, used, it's a $500 shoe. Brand new, it's close to 600. So the dunk market is crazy. These are dunks too, the off-white dunks. That's why they have the little tag. Yeah, dunks are making a lot of noise because of Travis Scott, other rappers, etc.
yeah. So yeah, like I went to Arizona and I got these like the JPack like I showed you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
Those are nice.
these are fire, bro. So like and the guy he had like the whole box and everything.
Hmm.
So he sold
Those
it
are from what, 2000, like 8,
2007.
9? Yeah.
So let me see. I think he took off. Yeah, the MSRP part fell off from here.
For that. Nah,
Uh,
yeah, but back then they were, I think, like 80, maybe $70.
yeah, and bro, these are so clean. Like for the condition that they're at,
Hmm.
just like it's 2020, like 13 years later, they're still
They're
fire.
they're still very wearable. Yeah.
Yeah, so these are like a good like I don't
I
know.
recently just sold the MF Dooms. They were 2007 as well. I still had them brand new. It was wild.
Yeah, freaking Jonathan hooks it up good, bro. Jonathan,
Yeah. Shout out
shout out,
Zoom
yeah,
for always plugging.
shout out to Jonathan, bro. I remember he hit me up when I was in high school still, and like he was like, "Yo, I know you're into like the hype stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't got that much money though, but like I'm into it. Like I got
Hmm.
money now because I'm like I got a stable job and stuff, so I'm able
Hmm.
to buy and even buy enough so I can hold some stuff and just sell it later."
Yeah.
But
Yeah, a lot of kids, they don't want to get into it because they're like, oh, I can't afford like a retail shoe that's 160, so I can't try. But in reality, you can, like how you said, you just start off with keychains. Let's say these Supreme, like playing. By the way, Supreme makes all kinds of stuff. So the
yeah,
playing cards, they retail at $30. Let's say they have $30. You can tell their mom like, hey mom, I'll give you the 30 cash. Let me use your card. This 30, you could have turned it to 60. From 60, you have more money to play with. There, you can buy in the next drop a t-shirt. That t-shirt, you pay 60, you can flip it to 120. And then you start scaling your way up to a shoe. That turns into 2 shoes and so on and so forth.
yep, that's exactly how it works, man. And the thing I love about Supreme is that the like every season, like the first drop, it comes with a gift. So like I got the ones like you got like probably like a million of these gloves, but I
I don't know where they're at, but I have a few of those.
yeah like
So they
um
got to be somewhere.
what would be like your favorite gift?
Favorite gift that they've given is actually somewhere, I don't know where it is, but the beach ball, man. That was a gift in 2014, I believe. It was a huge Supreme beach ball. I have one inflated at the top. I'm not trying to get it down, but it was a beach ball. That one was badass. They had a little bouncy ball. Those were cool.
Oh
The
yeah,
toothbrush was pretty cool. Have a lot of those. It's
yeah.
pretty cool
I
stuff.
got that the little paratrooper guy.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I gave it to like one of my coworkers because so like for those of y'all that don't know, I'm in the military, so he had like a whole bunch of like little like army soldiers. I'm like, oh, this would be cool, and we hung it up like in the
yeah.
office, like we put it on the ceiling. So it's just there, like a supreme freaking paratrooper guy.
Yeah. Like, I mean, for the people that are probably wondering what are they talking about, it's a
Yeah,
little paratrooper. You basically throw it up in the air. The parachute opens and it says Supreme on top. They gave this for free. They also gave a shower cap another season. They've given, here they are. I have a toothbrush that you can open. It's an actual toothbrush. These things, it's a $50 toothbrush. And, oh, there it goes. It's a $30 toothbrush now. Nah, but yeah, the Supreme has been making a lot of noise. A lot of people think it's dying because it's not reselling like it used to, but I mean, they've collabed with Louis Vuitton. They've collabed with, like, they were the ones that linked streetwear high end, like really made it like, damn, like, you
Yeah,
know, a skateboarding brand collaborating with a luxury brand. Like, it's
yeah.
insane.
Your name's even Supremerixx, so you can't even say you don't support it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But like, what brands would you say that are coming up? I feel like Chinatown Market came up. Like I remember I used to like follow them when they were like small. Like they're like barely like $20 shirts and stuff. And like they're coming up. Yeah, I saw that in the background, so that's why I brought it up.
This is honestly, I don't know why I bought this. A lot of the stuff that I buy, I'm like, why did I buy this?
Yeah,
It's they're like little stress balls with smiley faces because that is their logo. Chinatown Market. Oh, there they are. Market stress balls. So it's a $15-$20 accessory, but some people will pay more just to have these like in the room.
yeah, yeah. But I feel like they're like one of the brands that are coming up. Like I know I follow them. I follow like Pleasures and like brands like that.
Hmm. Yeah. What's the other one? Well, it was Warren Lotus, but that's a whole nother subject.
Oh yeah, sure.
But
That's
yeah, Supreme was for the people that don't know, it was made famous because of this logo right here, the infamous box logo. You've seen Kanye, Travis Scott, Drake, Kylie. You've seen a lot of people wearing T-shirts like this. A few years back, if you could get a T-shirt for this, like this for retail, it was like 35, $40,
yeah,
and you could flip it, like resell it for $600-$700 like that day. Now it's production numbers are higher, stuff like that. So now they're just doing like you pay 50, 60, and now you're selling it for maybe like 200, 250. But before, that's why people say it's dying, because before it was money. North Face collaborations with Supreme were money. You buy a $300 jacket, sell it for 1,000, like 30 minutes after you got it. It was a pretty good investment. A
yeah,
lot of these things are pretty good investments. Like, for example, Jordans. I see that you have these in the back too. The
yeah.
biohacks. Yeah, Jordan ones. They are very popular. The highs, the lows.
I got the lows in the back too.
Yeah, and the mids. A lot of people like Jordan ones, especially females, because of TikTok. Like the TikTokers made them really famous. But a lot of these shoes are investment shoes, meaning you can buy them, hold them for a few months, and you'll triple your money.
Yeah, I got the mids, bro. Like to get some highs, it's like almost like it's not impossible, but like it's
In that colorway, yeah.
like the freaking bread colorway and stuff
I
like
got, like this.
that. You got the OG.
See, now these are the Spider-Mans, the ones with the little blue tag.
Oh, I
But
see.
like,
Yeah, the bottom.
put your shoe up just so that like people can see the color
Yeah, so there's
difference.
different variations. So there's like this is the black toe and this is the white heel.
Yeah, see, people are probably gonna say it's the same shoe,
Yeah, that's what people
but
don't understand.
yeah, it's like just this being a different color, like the toe box, it can change the shoe. Like, and also this, like the high top, the mid top, whatever, like it it's insane. Like there's really no difference, and the price point is
Yeah.
a very
Even at the
very
console, like one is red and one
yeah,
is black. So
yeah.
like everything like it looks the same, but if you really pay attention, like if you're like a sneakerhead, you can tell which ones they are.
And for those that don't know, sneakerhead is a fan of shoes. That's what they call people that are into sneakers, into shoes, stuff like that. They call them sneakerheads. I guess
Yeah,
because shoes are always on your mind.
yeah, yeah. And like also like I was watching like Richie Lee. He's like a YouTuber that does like streetwear and
Uh-huh.
2Js, and they're like talking about like when you get called like a hype beast, how do you feel about it? Before it was like kind of like an insult. Like I don't know.
Hmm.
Before they used to call me that, and I'm like I feel like bad about it. But now they call me that, I'm like yeah. So what? Like I don't care.
So, so the word hype beast comes from hype, which is like all the excitement, like the stuff behind, like I guess in a way clout, I guess you can say, like all the demand, all that. That's being a hype, and then a beast. You know, you just want it. So they call people that dress in like Supreme stuff like that hype beast. Like you said, it was a term, I guess, like a technically an insult for some people. Some people liked it. Like there's YouTubers that call themselves like biggest hype beast. Basically, I don't know. I don't really mind it, I guess. Like if someone would call me that, I'm just like, all right, that's cool. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't really pay much mind to it.
yeah. So like, what would you say are like the biggest like brands in like streetwear and like hype culture?
Definitely Jordan. Jordans are, like, especially the Jordan ones. You go to the mall. This is probably the not this exact colorway. Like we showed, colors vary. So many different colorways of Jordan, like of the model. Jordan ones are the shoes that I've been seeing the most now. Dunks as well, and Yeezys. Yeezys. Everybody, even moms know about Yeezys. Like grandmas know about Yeezys. Everybody knows about the Kanye West shoe. I would say Kanye West, Jordan, Nike, I guess. Travis Scott, Supreme. Like those are just to name a few of like the biggest names in the streetwear, I guess.
Yeah. Like I know there's other ones like Babe and like
Yeah. Oh yeah, Babe, definitely. Babe's like Supreme's number one like competitor.
yeah, Babe. I showed you that. So I got like my little Babe watch, but I broke it, bro. So it came with the magazine, and I was playing
I
soccer. I was playing
I
soccer,
don't know where I left it, but I yeah, the magazine, yeah.
and it came with a
I
whole
still
watch
haven't
and
inflated it.
everything.
Uh-huh. I
But
haven't inflated the ball that you sold me, the Babe ball, but I have it somewhere
and
here.
you told me the other magazine with the it has like the
The
little
sh-
spring
the
bag.
shoulder bag, right? Yeah.
There we go. It's right here.
See, that's Bape. That's a different brand. Just
Yeah,
so for those that don't know.
and they're like
But
Supreme too. Like they collab with anything and anyone. Like
yeah.
you find Bape everything. Like I know they just did like a Zippo release like recently, and like you sold me. I won it off your raffle like
Oh
the
yeah.
Under Cup and stuff. It's still
Yeah,
like
the cup.
like I still got like all the stuff in here. I used it.
Brand new. Yeah.
And the term dead stock that means like brand
Oh
new.
yeah. There's since like I said, it's a whole nother world. There's
Yeah,
different words. There's different terms, different behaviors. I guess like there's a line of people sitting outside a store for days for shoes.
yeah,
Yeah. I'm just gonna go over I guess some terms. Dead stock means that it is in brand new condition with like tags, brand new, never worn, never tried on. So that's DS. Dead stock basically just means it's like stock, like how it would be at a factory, I guess. Used, just normal used. And then there's the term beaters. Beaters are shoes that you just wear to the ground. I guess you can, that's a different color dunk. These are dirty, like just, beaters. Uh, Hype beast, like you mentioned, is someone that like is a fan, I guess, of all this. Um, what are the terms? I don't know.
like
As I was saying, behaviors. There's, huh?
like bin and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, bin, buy it now. That's for pricing. Like your bin price is, let's say, oh, it's 300. That's like my buy it now. Or if you put 300 OBO, it's or best offer.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, S-O is starting offer. Like there's so many different. It's a like I said, a whole nother world. Like if you're gonna get into it, you have a lot. And if you're just completely like blind to shoes, you're gonna have to do a lot of learning.
yeah, man. And another thing that I know you collect a little bit of, like you just started, I think, was like trading cards and stuff. I started as well, but
That's
that's like a
trading cards are also that. Yeah, that's a whole nother world. They're reselling like crazy. Like Charizard cards from Pokemon are selling for more than shoes. Like one card can sell for up to $2,000. I have a few. I'm not really like one of the things that I say is if you're gonna like do something, I guess give it its full potential. I'm not into like NFL. I'm not into basketball, so I don't really. If I buy a pack of cards, I get a card, I'll be like, oh, it's shiny, it's nice, But I don't really know names and stuff to collect, so that's why I stay away from cards. That's a whole nother lane I don't really have time to get into. But I have a few cards. You got a Jordan 89 graded, a Kobe rookie graded as well. Like these fetch some money. But
Yeah,
yeah, you can basically resell anything.
yeah, like I got these cards. These are like probably like my
Oh
like
yeah, yeah,
they're
the
not
Jordans.
graded, they're not graded, but like in the back you can see here it's like 1989. Like
Yeah.
you can see, but like these are 1990, so this is like when Jordan first like started off. Like I like
Yeah.
the reason why I have like specifically Jordan trading cards because like it's just like me myself, but like I like to
Mhm.
see the history behind the shoes.
Yeah.
Like people now like I feel like they don't appreciate like where they came from. Like they just buy
The
like
retros. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I have another Kobe rookie card from 96. The Jordan card from 93. I have a few cards. I'm not, like I said, I'm not into cards like heavy because it's a whole nother world. I rather just stick in my lane to the things that I know. But
Yeah,
yeah, cards are
yeah.
cards are
And
insane.
like one last thing that's trending is like vintage and stuff, man.
Oh yeah,
Like I don't want to
vintage.
say I'm like one of the first ones, but I know this like shout out to the Nuevo Apparel. They're like one of
Hmm.
like the best like vintage shops in Laredo, and Laredo has some people that resell vintage and stuff. That's like a whole other thing as well. But I remember
I,
I was
I I yeah, I dabbled a little into it. I have some shirts that I've bought for 10 cents that I have sold for more than shoes. But
yeah,
yeah, vintage is a whole nother world as well. Also reselling. It's
yeah,
part
like
of the reselling.
back home, like with like Dan Nuevo and stuff. Like I remember when they started back in like 2017, and I shopped with them. They had like their little racks at TDK because I used to
Oh
go
yeah,
offering for them, and I
I
remember
remember.
seeing them there, and they're like, oh, I'm like, what are you guys selling? They're like, oh, just old shirts and stuff. I'm like, all right, that's pretty dope. And like
For
I remember
20, $30, and you're like, what's
no,
an old
no,
shirt for
this
that?
was like this was before vintage was like hyped. Like this was like
Yeah.
you could get like a vintage. Like I got a Dan Marino jersey for like $20. Like
Hmm.
a vintage one, like with the seven brand on it. Like
Hmm.
they sold it to me at $20 because back then vintage wasn't as hyped as it is now. Like now you can get like any like band T-shirt, sell it for like 400, $500.
Yeah, vintage is like a lot of people mix streetwear. I mean, technically, vintage is part of streetwear, but they mix it with like $1,000 shoe, and it's an old shirt that you know
Yeah,
people threw away, but now they're flipping it for money.
yeah. What would you say is like your favorite like vintage piece? I don't know if you have your closet right there, but
Uh,
I'm
I don't know.
let me
I
get one.
I I go for it. I don't really have a like a I guess vintage piece that I would die for or anything. I know some people. I'm pretty sure you can still hear me. I know some people are like diehard fans of Nirvana. Those shirts flip for a lot of money. Band tees, like you said.
Like this is like one of my
Oh,
favorite shirts ever. Like
okay, nice.
it's not a real band. It's
Uh
just
huh.
like a mock tee. It's
Yeah,
not like vintage. It's from 2007, but it's still like pretty old. But one
yeah.
of my favorite pieces was it's actually a hat, believe it or not. So
Oh, that's nice.
like I know you have a
All star
couple of
game.
like Chicago Bulls like champion shirts. Those are hard, bro. Those are so cool.
Yeah, yeah. Vintage, like I said, it's a whole other world as well. You can buy a shirt at the flea market for $1, and then you can sell it for 400 or 500 bucks.
Yeah. Over
Not all
here.
vintage, but just just to clarify, you're not gonna go to your grandpa's closet and take out a shirt and expect to get 500.
Oh
But
yeah. For example, I mean this is not vintage, but it's just me like collecting records and just it's more like an antique. But I got this from my grandma's closet. Dead stock, but I opened it because I'm dumb.
damn, that's nice.
This is from Selena 1990, bro. Like, and it was dead stock. Like, it had all plastic and everything on it. But I opened it because I have a record player and I wanted to hear it.
I don't remember where I put. I found a frame, actually, a Selena frame
Oh yeah,
at good at Goodwill for $6, I think. And I checked eBay, it's like 150. So
yeah,
pretty pretty good.
yeah. So like, um, I know you put on your Instagram like some like a poll and like, people ask you some questions. Let's get through those
Oh
questions.
yeah, yeah. Let me. So like how I was saying that like reselling shoes, they can be very limited, and you can try. You have to enter raffles. You have to compete against the nation, the world. Sometimes, a lot of the time, you miss out on shoes. So this one person asked. Let me see. By the way, my Instagram is Supremerixx. Quick little shout out. Someone asked. Let me see, where is it? What got me into reselling? Like I said, I wanted a pair of Yeezys. I did not know how or where or have the funds for it, so I started selling like chips, worked my way up, etc. Somebody else asked, "What do I use bots and or how do I get my shoes?" So for bot, basically what a bot is, I'm gonna explain it for the people that don't know.
Yeah.
A bot is a program on your computer or on your phone that's practically a robot. You input your card information, your address, all that stuff. And since some of the items, for example, where did I leave it? Oh, going back to the Supreme shirt, it sold out. I think it was like 7 seconds on the website. Sold out, won't release anymore. Like realistically, how do you put all your information and check out with 7 seconds? Like your card, your name, your address. It's almost impossible. So bots, what they are is they're programs that you put your information, the website, etc., and they try to check out the product for you. Some of them work, some of them don't work. Some of them are really expensive. I used to own bots that were upwards in the $5,000 range for the computer program. So it's like, it's a whole nother world. A lot of people are like, oh, I want to buy a bot so I can start getting like 10, 15 pairs of shoes at a time. Not the way it works. Like that is one very big misconception about like reselling. Like, oh, if you have a bot, you're just gonna nonstop like buy as many shoes as you can. One, you need the money for it. Two, like setting up the bot takes a lot of time. You need proxies, servers, a very fast computer. You need a lot of things, a lot of time. That's why I sold mine. I didn't really have a lot of time, but I I do. Going back to the question, I do use bots. Um, Not as much. I have people that run bots for me. That I basically you have to trust them. Oops. Okay. I saw a little pop up. Yeah, saw a little pop up. Some people they'll say like, "I'll use my bot to check out for you with your information." Don't trust anybody. Like, trust the people that you trust because you're giving them your card information, your address. I have a pretty good circle of people that I trust enough to run bots for me. So sometimes if I'm not home and I don't have my computer with me or anything, I'll just call the person, and be like, "Yo, let's say Jordan 1's dropping in like 10 minutes in finish line, like run my information." And then I'll get like 3 checkout emails and I didn't even do anything. But for people that do that, you have to pay them an additional fee for helping you secure items, etc. I do use bots, like going back to the question, or how do I get my shoes? A lot of the time I buy from sellers. For example, how I met you was I bought a Supreme shirt from you.
Yeah.
You paid what, like $60 for it?
And I got that shirt manually. Like I was like
Yeah,
one of
no bots.
one of the
Yeah,
few people that got it manually. Like, but there's another thing
yeah,
that like autofillers. So like bots and
yeah.
autofillers are way different. So autofillers and Supreme already has your information like
Mhm.
saved if you buy at least once. So that's a big advantage if you buy previously from Supreme,
Just buy
especially
like a pair of socks or something just
yeah.
to save your information.
Yeah, and then I have like the autofiller for my credit card. So I have like the Google
Oh,
Chrome.
okay. Yeah,
So
yeah,
I just put my CVV and it automatically fills it in, and I just put
yeah.
checkout like the pre-capture thing. I don't have to do any captures and stuff.
Because
So
you're signed in with Google
yeah,
and stuff.
yep,
Yeah. I remember, okay, like going back to that, because somebody asked, how do I get my shoes or my accessories if I miss out? You paid what, like $60 after tax and shipping for that shirt?
yeah, the CDG one.
And I told you like I'll buy it, and you charged me what, like 250, 260, I think, 220, somewhere around there. So
Yeah, I charged a little
you,
bit. It was like local, so like
yeah, you like what, tripled your money, almost quadrupled your money
yeah,
off of like just buying a t-shirt. So a lot of times I have to resort to buying from sellers. Like these shoes, shout out the homie that's in the raffle chat, Edgar. He sold me these size 8.5 for 280. This is a $340 shoe. So you just have to scope out like good deals. He actually sold me both of these in a little bulk deal. So let's say I paid 280, you could still make, what is that, like $60 on top of it. So a lot of the times I have to go to sellers because I'm competing against the world to get these items, you know. So
yeah, and
you you just gotta find good deals, honestly.
shout out to Edgar again. Like, I remember, like the shoes, the biohacks, like right here, whatever.
Oh, you sold them like 3 pairs, right?
Yeah, I sold him.
Yeah.
I sold him 2 pairs. No, crap. I don't remember if I sold him all three, but I know I sold him two for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those shoes, like I'm like, all right. I got so like these shoes came out $170, 170, and but for Foot Locker, if you go in person, you can get like the military discount. So I did that, paid 150. I'm like, all right, I'm like, all right, quick flip, sell them for 250, whatever,
Yeah.
and that's what I did. So made like $300 profit, selling for 250 each because I got the
Yeah,
discount. I got
you
the
paid. Yeah, let's say you bought 2 pairs of shoes, 150 each. That's 300.
yeah,
Sold each at 250. That's 500. So you made $200 in what, like 30 minutes of just going
yeah,
to the mall.
yeah, exactly. And that's also like an advantage of going in person compared to online.
Yeah, yeah. See, the thing with Laredo is there's we have one mall for like the people that know. For the people that don't know, we have one mall. We have one Foot Locker, one Finish Line, one Champs, and that's about it. And we don't get all the releases like the off whites, the like the hype end collabs. We don't get that. We got these. I ended up with like 4 or 5 pairs of these.
Yeah, yeah,
Sold most of them. This is the last one I have. But yeah, online. Before now it's a lot of raffles. Like, oh, you can't just show up to the mall and buy them. You have to try to reserve it in the app, and then they allow you to go. I mean, there's been fights, there's been stuff, so they're trying to change it. But yeah, for the person that asked if I use bots, I sometimes do. And how do I get my shoes? If I'm lucky enough for retail, if not, then I have to resort to buying from other sellers for good prices where I can still make some money on top.
yep.
Another question was, what is my quickest flip? Uh, I think it'd be these. Yeah, definitely. Quickest flip was this pair of shoes. Shout out to Calle Ocho. Homie hooked it up with like 50. I bought 15 pairs of these off him, not for retail. I paid resale on all of them, but it was a good price where I could still make my money. So he offered them to me. He was like, yo, I have like 16 pairs. I don't remember. It's like, I have all these pairs I want so much. And I was like, okay. I didn't want to be stuck with 15, 16 pairs, like, dropping that much money and then having to move them. So I hit up my other homie that like has a store. So I was like, yo, I have 16 pairs of shoes. Do you want them? He was like, yeah, let's do it. I gave him a number on top of what I was going to get him at. He deposited the money to my account on like a Friday, and I hadn't even seen the shoes. I basically sold them before I even had them. So
Yeah,
I would say that was the quickest 15 pairs of shoes that I
yeah,
moved. It
yeah. So
was a bit within a call. Like, he texted me, I texted him. He said yes. I told him yes, and ship them out.
yeah, so the thing with that is that, um, at least me personally, I can't do that because like I feel like people ask like they're like, oh, let me see the box or like let me see whatever, and
Mm,
like I know for like my freaking like and like if you sell online, because the thing with where I'm at in North Dakota, it's so hard selling locally. Like there's hardly any like people that are willing to pay that much. Like there's no
yeah.
like even Laredo, they have like enough hype beast
No,
on.
yeah. Laredo has been like, the sneaker scene has been growing a lot.
Yeah,
Like Facebook groups, like even you see like girls reselling now, like in Facebook groups. Like, not that there's anything wrong with that, but before it was kind of like, oh, the guys with the Jordans. Now, like, you see little kids reselling. You see like
yeah,
everyone wants the Jordans, the Yeezys, the Off Whites. Like, it's pretty cool when you're talking to someone online and you're gonna meet up with them and you see that it's like a 13-year-old and he's giving you a pair of shoes and you're giving him $1,000. It's like that's insane. Like I
Yeah,
wish I started that early. But
yeah,
yeah, it's a sneaker scene here in Laredo is growing a lot.
yeah, man. And
But yeah, just go on, go on.
I was
Sorry,
gonna
I
say,
didn't mean to interrupt.
well, I know one of your questions was like your most like profitable one, or what was it?
Yeah, somebody else asked what was my most profitable
Right,
flip.
profit, I guess. Yeah.
Uh, maybe on Off-White UNC, the Off-White collab with Jordan, the UNC colorway. I had bought in it. It was they were let's say they're supposed to release next Friday, and then they did like a obviously not next Friday. This was a long time ago, like 2 years ago. Let's say they're supposed to release next Friday. I had gotten it was like an early access a week before, so the price was still really high. I bought a pair that I was gonna keep, but I accidentally bought the wrong size, so I had to flip it. I paid 170. I sold it for well over like 1.1, 1.2 around somewhere around there. So that was a good flip. Another one was the bot I sold. I had a bot that I had paid way under market a long time ago. Now, since the demand for bots is a lot like very demanding, so for bots, you can't just go to their website and buy them. They're very limited. They sell out in seconds, and they resell for a lot. So I nearly tripled my money with that robot as well. That bot. So that was another really big flip. But yeah, I would say it would be those. Do you have any like crazy flips?
Honestly, my craziest flip was that shirt I sold to you.
Texting me.
Like I've done like smaller flips and stuff like that, but yeah, so like I'm gonna be hosting that sneaker event soon. So it's not gonna be like a
Oh yeah,
crazy
yeah,
flip,
that's
but
cool.
I'm gonna be doing like multiple flips. Like even like with used shoes, like I got a homie that or like oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I think it's 956 kicks. I forgot his name, but he's in our group in the group that we're in. He sold me some SB Dunks, the highs. They're not my size at all. He sold me those and some Jordan 6, the Marvins, and
Uh,
then or Jordan 7s. And then he's like, I told him I'll give you 220 for both shipped. He's like, all right. And I'm selling the dunks already for like the dunks online, like they even used they're like over 300. So I'm like, bro, like I'm gonna try to sell them for like 300 at the event.
honestly, the way I see it is like you don't even need to apologize. Like they were the ones that gave you the deal, so that's the way I see it. Like if you can get a good deal, obviously don't like lowball either. By the way, lowballing means when you like offer way under market. Uh, like if someone's willing to sell you an item and you like double it, that kind of leads to the next question. Um, someone said, "What's the biggest regret in reselling?" I mean, the way I see it is, if I sold a shoe too early or waited too long to sell, I don't really regret it. It was a flip at the time, so it was shout out Jonathan Zumgadi. He really gave me a good deal on some Stussy Dunks, the pink and brown ones,
Mm.
practically brand new. I paid way under market for those. He posted them for way under market. I hit him up right away as soon as he posted them. It's like I'll take them. I'll go drop off the money right now. Picked them up, sold them for double my money like the next day. This was last November, or
Yeah.
yeah, last November. So I doubled my money. I was like, let's go. Pretty good flip. Fast forward a year later, that's I could have made maybe 3, 4 times what I made at the time. Now it's like a $2,500 shoe. At the time, it was not anywhere near that. So I guess that would technically be considered my biggest regret, like not holding on to that shoe a little longer. But at the time, I doubled my money, so it was pretty good. Um, where was I going with this question? I said it was going to lead to it. I don't remember. It was something else about flipping. I don't know. I don't know if you have any questions.
Like with that, like I don't really like I don't know, like I don't have any regrets. I mean, no, yeah, I do have one. it was like not even like a super hype thing. Like I copped like the full sand lighter thinking it was gonna be like, oh, it's super hype. And no, bro, I just sold
Yeah.
it retail price locally here. I'm like, yo, like I'll even go drop it off to you, bro, because no one was bit like budging on like Grailed and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So like with like online, the thing that like the cons of it, like yeah, you can sell your stuff easier, but all the fees and then you have to go ship it, you have to pay all that.
Yeah.
You just like it's worth it if you're sending like thousands or like more, like way more than like like you bought it for. But you're just making the quick like 20-30 bucks.
$20 flip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
locally is like the best way to go, and that's what I
Yeah,
made
because
Laredo.
yeah, yeah, because let's say you buy a shirt it's for 60 and it sells for 80, you're gonna pay about 7 to ship it. You're down to 13. And if you sell it online, you know that 10% processing fee, it's
Yeah,
basically breaking even. Yeah, but nah, yeah, I really like sneaker events for that reason, where everything's just cash, or like in person, no fees, no shipping, nothing. COVID really slowed down sneaker events, but I see that I know you're gonna have one recently.
yeah.
What next week? Or
Halloween. So we're gonna make it like super COVID friendly. So we're gonna have
yeah,
like the city here barely put like a face mask mandate. I don't know why, but they barely put it. So,
barely.
yeah, barely. And then
COVID's about to end.
and like I bought like 200 packs of face masks, so everyone in there has to be wearing a face mask. And then
Oh, nice.
we're gonna have like the hands-free like hand sanitizer stations all around.
Mhm.
I know for my stuff, I'm gonna have like hand sanitizer, and like if you want to look through some shirts, because I'm gonna have some shirts in the rack, and
Mhm.
like if you're gonna look through shirts, put like hand sanitizer first. Like if you're gonna be like looking through them,
Yeah,
like I don't
you're
want
you're
to.
hosting it, right?
Yep. So it's gonna be me and then another guy named Gabriel. He's he's into like Yeezys and stuff like that, and like he hooked it up with the venue. He's like the manager for this hotel, and that's where we're doing
Oh,
it.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we got like a whole DJ and everything. Like we got like
Damn, that's
it's
better.
gonna be like legit, man. Yeah, it's we got like we got like 9 vendors so far, and we got one guy that has like a whole bunch of like Jordans. Like he bought 2 tables worth of like shoes. So
Damn, nice.
like it might not seem like a lot, but 9 tables, like 9 booths full of shoes and like height and stuff. That's gonna be more than enough for like a small.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah, 'cause
50,000 people here, and like I thought Laredo was small, but Laredo's 300,000 people, and the city here is
damn,
50,000 people. So to have like nine
yeah,
tables, I know there's people
yeah.
that
That's
well, obviously cash them out since it's local and like
yeah.
just right then and there. So
And
that's why I'm just
I
preparing.
think you had told me that like there's really no sneaker events in that place, right?
Yeah, it's the
So
first
like
one like ever.
yeah, so I remember you saying like it's a new thing, so hopefully it's a pretty good turnout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I
Uh,
remember we went to the other sneaker expo at Rosita's Ambrose place,
oh yeah, yeah. Me
and that's where I met
uh,
Dang Joshua.
yeah, me, Andrew, what the fuck? Me, uh, Jonathan, Ambrose, and yeah, I think it
Yeah,
was us
that's where
three.
Jonathan sold me like the bear bricks and stuff. I got like
Yeah,
more from him.
yeah, those little. I have a big one right there, the kid.
Yeah, I saw that, man. I yeah, I had the
Yeah, I'll sell it
combos
to you.
bigger. I wanted to keep that so bad, like, but I had to sell it. I had to sell it. Like, I'm not gonna keep like a $300 or like yeah, it cost me almost $300, like a little figure just to sit there. Like,
Yeah, for the people that don't know, those little things, like they're basically it's like a work of art, I guess, like a collectible. That's a collaboration with Kith. This thing is just a little thing that you really can't do much with. You just move its arms, have it sit there. It's like a $300 decoration. So, I
yeah.
mean, yeah. But I don't know if you have any questions or anything else.
Oh yeah, man. I think we've been talking way too much, honestly.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but
I don't even know how long we've been, but
yeah,
just get lost
yeah.
when you talk about what you like, I guess.
Well, I guess I'll just give a little summary. I don't know how long this is gonna take. So
You could.
basically, basically I buy, sell, trade shoes. I have a WhatsApp chat where I do raffles. Let's say, like back to this, it's a $250 shirt. You could win it for $10, $15. I used to do raffles daily. I slowed down a little, but I'm gonna try to get back into that. I raffle $300 shoes. People have won them for $15, $20. So I started that. That way, give more people a chance to win higher end items for a really low cost.
Yeah.
I'm also starting, well, I already made the Discord group. I'm going to try to open it to the public very soon, maybe next week. So that'll be just like a community where you can buy, sell, trade, get to know people, network, etc. Because that's basically like, in order, I would say, to be a successful reseller, you need to have like, a, I guess, connections in a way. Like, don't be shy to talk to people. If you see somebody, like, go up to them, introduce yourself, like, get them to know your name. That way they can remember you. Like, it's a lot about connections, because let's say you ask me for a shoe. If I don't have it and I know my friend does, or someone in Houston, Dallas, wherever, other states, other countries, I'll text them, I'll buy it off them, I'll sell it to you. So you just got to know people, I guess, at the end of the day. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm here for anybody that needs shoes.
Yeah, man. Like if any of y'all need some sneakers and stuff, you can go to Conrad. He's more into those big name sneakers. I struggle, so like I sell some stuff, but mostly like shirts and like accessories and stuff like that. But for shoes, like everything you need, like even shirts. I see you have like a stack of shirts right there. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna take them out, but I have Travis Scott, Chinatown Market, actually, uh, Antisocial Social Club, Supreme. I have a lot of variety that I also raffle off. People win shirts for
I
$10,
wanna shoot
$12.
off you the Supreme.
Yeah, you've won before, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like I won like in two raffles back to back. I was like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, you were lucky that day.
Yeah,
But yeah, basically, yeah, I take pre-orders sometimes. If a shoe's gonna come out next week, you can pay me ahead of time and I'll get it for you. Or if you want a shoe, like I said, I can find it for you, etc. Just know that it won't be regular cost.
yeah.
You'll have to pay a little premium to get it, but yeah, that's basically
All right,
it.
man. Well, yeah. Thanks for being on the podcast. Thanks for accepting this.
Yeah, bro. Not that. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about what I do.